Welcome to the Education News Show. We have a fantastic show lined up for you today. We will hear from Centennial High School, the state Division I football champions. We'll also talk to McCarthy Building Company's Dr. David Peterson about their sponsorship of the Visionary Awards this year. But you won't want to miss our interview with Mayor Carlott, City of Peoria's mayor, as she talks about the Met Professional Academy. All that and more coming up next. This special edition of the Education News Show. I am so thrilled that we're here at Old Main at Peoria High School filming the Met Professional Academy. We're going to learn a lot more about this remarkable program today. We've got students from the medical strand of the program here behind me. We'll talk to a few of them in a moment. Right now I'm joined by Adriana Parsons. She's the director here for the Met Professional Academy. Adriana, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Tell us just basically an overview, what is the Met Professional Academy?
The MET stands for Medical, Engineering, and Technology. The MET Professional Academy is an entrepreneurial business approach to education where we put students in a professional immersion and connect them with business partners and help them with a seamless pathway to college.
And how long has the program been in existence?
We are in our first year, our first full year with all of our students in our medical, engineering, and technology departments. We did a soft launch last year with just our technology, so we welcomed our new students to have a full academy this year.
Wow, so you've come quite a long way in just 1 year's time now.
Absolutely.
From one to all three strands, so that's
Yes.
really, really exciting news. So break it down for us a little bit. What specifically can students expect to learn in each of those three strands?
In our medical department, we focus on health sciences and medical innovations, and we have a partnership with Grand Canyon University where our students are earning dual enrollment in health sciences, human anatomy and physiology, and general psychology, and they're really learning the basics in the medical profession. We have professionals that come from different industries within the medical professions to share their experiences, so the students are getting real-world experiences as part of their learning.
And these are the students we have behind us
Absolutely.
today, and it looks like they're doing a lot of hands-on learning. So it's not your traditional sit at a desk at the classroom, is that right?
Correct. Our hallmark is the hands-on learning. And also we want them to earn those professional and essential workplace skills that are crucial to be employable in the industry.
So safe to say most of these students are likely going to pursue something in the medical field. Has that been what you found so far?
Absolutely. We've done preliminary polling of the students and they've shared with us that yes, they want to pursue careers in medicine. Most of them have been intrigued and started in some place and said, perhaps I wanted to go on to become a neurosurgeon, but because we had a public health official come in and share her day-to-day experiences, it sparked that interest and that intrigue to say, oh, I didn't realize I was exposed to that type of career within the medical profession, and now I can go on and be advised by that person as a mentor to go on to be in that field.
That's just fantastic that they're getting such a breadth and depth in just a couple of years' time for some of those students. Talk to us a little bit about the other two strands, maybe engineering next.
Yes, our engineering is really focused in engineering, entrepreneurship, and innovation. We have a CTE, Career and Technical Education engineering program already. It's robust here in the Peoria Unified District that really focuses on the disciplines of engineering, the multiple disciplines. What we look at is engineering as a means for entrepreneurship and looking at the design process and the design thinking that takes place so that students are prepared to work in businesses and support with their engineering skills.
Wow, that's really remarkable as well. And how many students participating in that program roughly?
We have about 25 in our engineering.
Great start.
Yes.
Great start. And the technology program?
Technology is very exciting. We have a cybersecurity component, and our students are learning how to protect and maintain the integrity of computer systems, and we have our partner Estrella Mountain Community College who's really stepped up in IT security to support that cybersecurity initiative.
So each of these three strands obviously very unique and different, and students select each of those, but even larger than that, how did the Peoria Unified School District select that these would be the three strands to include as a part of this program?
We are actually a part of a national network called the CAPS network, and that stands for the Center for Advanced Professional Studies. And the Peoria Unified School District is partners with the Blue Valley School District, who operates this CAPS program. Our leadership actually studied that program as a model and saw that that professional immersion is the direction that we wanted to take our program. But what we did is we brought it home here to Peoria and looked at our region and our workforce need, studied the workforce need to identify the three strands, medical, engineering, and technology, as really the future of our need here in our region, and made that our hallmark, but then made sure that we had those professional skills, we had those college partners, and the big thing is that we give our students authentic projects. So not only are the students learning, but they're giving back, and they're an extension of the workforce by helping businesses here in Peoria to serve as their workforce to work on authentic projects.
So a part of this national network, but really unlike anything here, anywhere else in Arizona, very much a unique program.
Absolutely. We are the only CAPS network program here in Arizona, and there are about 13 other school districts across the nation, and that's growing. And it was recently commended by the White House as a next generation high school model.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
You mentioned briefly a couple of the educational partners that you have here at Met. What about other businesses that might want to get involved, other industry leaders that want to become a part of this program? How do they go about getting involved?
We welcome their involvement, and we have a three-tiered model that they can come in and be a part of the Met Professional Academy. We have our mentoring level, where we ask for business partners to come in and mentor our students, but then also serve as guest instructors to lead the class instruction for the day. We also have our enterprising, which gives the students that real-world look at the careers. That helps them to either work on the projects here, authentic projects, or go to the enterprises and be a part of it through a job shadow or an internship. And then we also have our advising tier, which really supports our Met Advisory Network. We look to the business partners to support us, to support our curriculum development, to make sure we're on track and that we're really teaching those essential workplace skills for the future.
And aside from that aspect, are there other needs that you have here with the program? Can businesses come forward with either cash or in-kind donations? Are there specific equipment pieces that you can accept here?
That's a great question. Yes, we want to make sure that our tools and equipment is industry standard, and to do that, we look to the support of the business community to be able to provide that for the program.
So certainly they can reach out to you and share what some of those leading cutting edge materials are and look to make those donations.
Certainly.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much,
You're
Adriana. A lot of information, a lot of exciting things going on here at the Met Professional Academy. You can learn more about the Met Professional Academy on the school district's website, and you can also get in touch with Adriana there. Sign up to become a business partner and support the Met Professional Academy.
Located in Old Main on the Peoria High School campus, the Peoria Unified Medical, Engineering, and Technology Professional Academy is an innovative business approach to education where students are treated as working professionals as they are prepared for higher education. Students are immersed in the professional settings of their chosen career field and taught by industry professionals who help them learn through authentic projects. The medical strand prepares pre-med students for college and careers in bioscience and healthcare. Medical students learn the professional and clinical skills needed to interact with patients, healthcare providers, and the medical community. The students will have the opportunity to work alongside doctors and researchers to gain experience with medical treatment and innovations, all while earning dual enrollment credits through Grand Canyon University. The engineering strand features a combination of rigorous science and engineering fundamentals along with entrepreneurship and innovations. Students work with a diverse range of engineers to gain the technical knowledge to create solutions to real-world problems and to develop new ideas and products, all while earning dual enrollment credits for courses in engineering and entrepreneurship. The technology strand emphasizes degrees and careers in the networking and cybersecurity. Students work alongside IT professionals on state-of-the-art equipment to complete authentic business projects to develop the skills and confidence needed to build and maintain computer networks, as well as keeping them safe from the growing worldwide threat of hacking and cyber terrorism, all while earning dual enrollment college credits. If you are a high school junior or senior looking for advanced educational opportunities in medical, engineering, or technology fields, the Met Professional Academy can help you reach your full potential. Contact your high school counselor or visit our website for more information on how to apply for admission.
We're back inside Old Main featuring the Met Professional Academy, and I am joined by Christina. She is a student here at the Met Professional Academy. Christina, thank you so much.
Hello.
Thanks for being here. Now, tell me a little bit about your involvement with the Met Professional Academy. You focus on the medical strand, is that right?
Yes, I am a student, and we pretty much go through all the classes and the college courses that are offered here.
And you've been a part of it just this first year, right?
Yes.
Okay, and now in the morning, what do you do? Are you here all day?
I come after second hour, and I drive all the way over here, and we spend the last 2 hours in that room or either in this room learning the college courses.
So Christina, you're at Cactus High School in the morning. You come over here to the Met Professional Academy in the afternoon, and you focus on medical studies. What in particular are you learning?
This classroom and the other classroom, we learn an introduction to psychology and anatomy and physiology. Well, during them, it's pretty much a lecture hall, and after those, we kind of apply it to all the diagrams and any of these during like exams or clinical exams. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do everything that they're doing behind us, such as blood pressure or blood glucose levels. And we sometimes, when we go outside of school, we apply them we offer our services, like what we did at the Day of the Dead. We had like a little clinical booth, and we just offered free blood pressure, and we learned about blood glucose levels there from another professional.
At festivals and things, you're able to go out and do things like that.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So you're getting some hands-on learning, not just here in the classroom, but outside of the classroom as well. Do you think you're going to pursue medical studies of some sort in the future?
Yes, at first I was kind of like interested in the neuroscience field, but after being here, it solidified I want to become a neurosurgeon.
So you've learned quite a bit in a short time.
Yes.
Okay, and now where do you think you'll go upon graduation?
I want to get into Columbia University and then go to medical school there.
Good for you. That sounds exciting. So you feel like what you've learned here in the Met Professional Academy, do you feel like it's given you any kind of an advantage or a leg up for when you go to start medical school?
Yes, because actually we're really independent here. Everything that we do is on our own choice, and if we don't do it, then that's on us. And we're not carried through our hand isn't held. And I actually feel really prepared now. Like I've gotten a huge initiative to want to go out and get things for myself and learn for myself.
So you feel like it's really kind of given you that extra little bit of a leg up, and you might have a little bit of an advantage when you're with other students that are pursuing the same field.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Well, we're wishing you all the best upon graduation and when you head off to school, and Columbia is a fantastic school, so I'm sure you'll do very well there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to eCampus Virtual High School in the Peoria Unified School District. Before you continue, here are a few things to know. First, why is online learning a practical option? Online learning gives students the opportunity to have an engaging, convenient, and flexible learning experience. You're able to access courses and grades 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and each instructor is a highly qualified Peoria Unified School District teacher who is committed to your online success. However, online learning requires self-motivation and discipline, effective written communication and time management skills, technical literacy, and more. So keep these things in mind, and you should have a successful eCampus experience. You should begin the enrollment process by seeing your counselor, and once you have found a course that fits your needs, complete the eCampus registration form and return it to your homeschool counselor. Last but not least, you must attend an in-person student and parent orientation located on the campus of Centennial High School. Be sure to check the eCampus website for the in-person orientation dates and times. eCampus awaits you, and we look forward to your success in our eCampus Virtual High School program.
Welcome back to the Education News Show. I am so pleased to have a wonderful guest here on the show today, joined by the mayor for the city of Peoria, Mayor Carlott, thank you so much for being with me today.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And I'm so excited to get the opportunity to talk to you specifically about the relationship that the City of Peoria enjoys with the Peoria Unified School District. I know the district has really found such great rewards and a strong partnership that we've had with the city. Can you talk a little bit about how you feel about that partnership? It's been long-standing and so important to our community.
Yeah, it's a tremendous partnership. I have to say that we have been able to work together on so many things. It's quite unusual. I know that a lot of other cities do not enjoy the same kind of partnership that we have, and we've been able to share resources and share benefits and opportunities and open up so many things to our joint stakeholders in the city of Peoria. It has really not only been great for each one of us and all of our resources in the city, but also for our citizens. You know, your students are our citizens, and together we have to do whatever we can to make sure that we benefit them, and our relationship certainly does that.
You know, our superintendent has often said, Dr. Santarelli, what's good for the district is good for the city, and what's good for the city is good for the district. Why do you think it's so critically important that we maintain such a close relationship?
Well, I think one of the reasons is we have very similar goals. We have incredible after-school programs, and those happen in your facilities. And we are able to just share so many things that it's a benefit to our citizens. But you know, more than that, there is the overall picture of a city that is complete. And a city that is complete shares education goals with the district. And I think that that is really what brings us together and makes us so strong. The education system is part of the fabric of the city of Peoria, and we have such a mutual respect. We think that the Peoria Unified School District is the very best that there can be, and we're so proud to be partnering with you on so many things. So, you know, I think that mutual respect is really one of the things that strengthens us.
Well, we appreciate that so much. Talk a little bit, what's on the horizon as far as economic development goes in the city? I know another aspect that goes hand in hand with education. Talk a little bit about what we can expect in Peoria.
Okay, I would love to, because economic development is my passion. It is really the reason that I ran for office in 2004. It's the reason that I've stayed in office so long. You know, I wanted to provide an environment where my kids could grow up and find gainful, quality employment in the city of Peoria. And so that is the reason that I stay with this job and that I care so much about it. It's really you know, all about our next generation and the generation after that. And now I'm worried about my grandchildren and what they're going to do here. And so, you know, I'm constantly looking for ways that the city of Peoria can become an innovator, where we're looking at an innovative economy. We are looking at a knowledge-based economy. And again, back to the school district, that is another one of the reasons that we get along so well. We have similar goals when it comes to that. And one of them is the Met Professional Academy, medical engineering and technology. We are looking for those kinds of professions in the city of Peoria. And here you are educating a workforce ready to come out and, you know, get their higher education degrees or be ready to just, you know, start work in those kinds of professions that our economy is looking for right now. It's very niche oriented.
Well, we're glad to be able to provide that here. And I know K-12 is really the foundation, and of course we are hoping that our graduates are going on and pursuing great things in our community. A great avenue that many of them now have to pursue are some of these higher education institutions that have moved into the area and that are soon going to be starting here. Can you share a little bit about the couple here that are forming in Peoria?
Absolutely. Trine is based in Indiana. They have a 100-year history there, and they have a tremendous engineering program, which is one of the reasons that we love them here in the city of Peoria, because they're producing engineers who can work in the kind of knowledge-based jobs that we're looking to attract. And then there's Huntington, which specializes in the digital arts, which is a big attraction for millennials. And so we're trying to make sure that we have a place for millennials to work and to stay after they graduate, because we don't want to lose an entire generation to other cities such as, Tempe with ASU. We want to keep those millennials here, the knowledge base here, my grandchildren here. Those are the kind of things that those higher education universities can do for the city of Peoria.
We're proud to have those partnerships and start to establish them with those higher education institutions as well. Speak now just as mayor specifically. You have been so outspoken as an advocate for the Peoria Unified School District, especially recently. What was it that kind of ignited that passion for you to say, I support this district and I think everyone around me should as well?
There's so many reasons, there really are, and our great partnership and our shared camaraderie is part of it, as we've already said. But the workforce development, we are both looking to create an environment where we can have a knowledge-based critical core here in the city of Peoria. We have only built half of a city, and we have a second half of a city still to build. That's a very, very exciting thing. And so we can't do that alone. We need to have really strong core partners who believe as we do and who share the goals that we share, that we hold so close. I know that I moved to the city of Peoria because of the school district. I know other people will move to the city of Peoria because of the school district. If the school district was not doing as well as it is, was not superior as it is, as I believe that it is, people would not find Peoria so attractive. And so, moving people here as we grow and continuing with that knowledge-based kind of environment, that's what draws me to PUSD. I mean, you do all of those things really, really well. I am a huge advocate, and I really appreciate those common goals that we share.
We appreciate you, all that you are doing for the city of Peoria, all that you're doing for the Peoria Unified School District. Mayor, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm so pleased to be joined by Dr. David Peterson, Vice President for Education Services with McCarthy Building Companies. Dr. Peterson, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate it. We are so incredibly thankful for the partnership that the Peoria Education Foundation and the Peoria Unified School District has developed with McCarthy. You're doing just incredible things in our district and really across the state. Can you talk a little bit about your most recent project here in the Peoria School District, Sunset Heights Elementary School?
Sure. Sunset Heights Elementary School, first of all, is a huge success. And it's a success because of the partnerships that were developed in it. It was a true collaborative effort. To think that, first of all, a bus driver named the school, submitted the name, and it was chosen. And then to think that the community came together with planning, with dreams and ideas of how that school should develop, the programs it should support, and how it should provide education in a different setting. So, it's a school that, yes, it has traditional classrooms, but it also has that flexible space so that students can do truly project-based learning and work together. And it's such an incredible learning environment, and we were just proud to have a part of it.
So McCarthy as a whole has really been so supportive of K-12 education. Talk a little bit about that commitment and why McCarthy has seen so much value in providing that support to public education.
Well, that's a great question. I think first and foremost, we know that education provides so many opportunities. It's the opportunity, it's the gatekeeper for allowing our children to move forward. And we understand that. McCarthy is a 150-year-old company that's employee-owned. And as employees, we're also parents. We're also members of the community. So we know that in order to have a strong community, first and foremost, you have to have a strong school. So we believe that the schools are the hearts of our communities. We want to support our communities in education, and so we've done that. We want to make sure that we are set for the next generation, and the only way to do that is to be able to work with our partners in the educational arena to build strong commitments and work together so that we all are proud of what we're developing.
You have been a longstanding partner for the Peoria Education Foundation, and in fact, once again, the title sponsor for their upcoming event, the Visionary Awards Dinner. Why is that important that McCarthy support that event and once again serve as that title sponsor?
Well, I think first and foremost, it's important that we give back to our communities. And Peoria is an incredible community to do it. And as an educational entity, Peoria is an A school district. That's not an easy thing to do. That shows that every single day there is magic happening in those classrooms. And because of that, we want to make sure that we can continue on and allow that magic to happen. And I know that the foundation raises much needed funds that is able then to give to teachers, so teachers can do extra projects with kids. And they will inspire our next generation of leaders. So if we can just be a small part of that, that's something that we want to contribute to.
Well, you're certainly a huge part of it, and we are so very grateful. Talk a little bit, if you can, what's on the horizon for McCarthy as you're looking and expanding and growing and working on a number of different projects. What are the types of things that you're continuing to focus on and work on in our communities?
At McCarthy, we do a lot of different areas when it comes to infrastructure projects, when it comes to commercial projects, but educational projects are our passion. And that's not only in the K-12 arena, but also in the higher education arena, the universities and our colleges. We're focused on helping make sure that our state understands that our schools need the dollars to help do what they need to do, that we have infrastructure in our schools that needs replaced. Believe it or not, a lot of our schools are 50 to 60 years old. Mm-hmm. They need a lot of help. And we know that the classroom environment impacts the educational environment. First and foremost, you have to have a quality teacher and parental engagement, but right behind that is a safe learning environment. And we need to make sure that we have the infrastructure and the physical learning environment to support education. So we want to help that, we want to educate the public, but also do what we can do to get those funds back to our schools so that our kids who deserve good schools have the ability to have them.
Well, we're proud to partner with you on that. We appreciate all of your support, the support from McCarthy Building Companies. Thank you once again, Dr. Peterson, for being here today.
Well, thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. The Visionary Awards takes place on Monday, March 7th, and will honor the best and brightest in our community for their support of education. Tickets are still available and are on sale at peoriaedfoundation.org. We are so pleased to honor Centennial High School, this year's Division I state champions for football. Let's take a look and hear from their coach.
Please welcome to the field the Centennial Coyotes.
It was an exciting season all the way through, starting with Long Beach Poly and ending in the championship game. But I would say the game where I really felt that we had a good chance is when we were down 23-7 against Hamilton going into the fourth quarter, and we came back and won. And it felt like this team was a team of destiny, and it seemed like they were unstoppable after that. I'm really proud of our coaches. They worked diligently, spent hour upon hour making sure that our schemes and our plans were best for our boys. And then I was also proud of our players because they'd heard, like you guys are going to get yours now, now that you got to play all of them.
After the second time we faced Hamilton, where we were down and we came back and won, all of us were just hyped after that game, and we just knew we had something special.
it really hits you that and this is something where the community joins together, and this is really something that has a great impact on the community, and you really feel the camaraderie with everyone around you, and you're just excited and ready to play.
It's almost being like an NFL player, you know, like kind of seeing like what they kind of go through, and seeing like that big crowd and all of them roaring at you, and knowing that they're all there for you. It's cool. Oh yeah, I got to hold the trophy. It's just like all the emotions from all that hard work in the off season, all that comes together. It was like it was worth it in the end.
When you walk out to the field and you're walking on the rubber padding and you have your cleats on, you have your pads on, and you walk out, and it's totally different than walking out here when we play Long Beach Poly, and this is an NFL stadium and the place is packed. This is the stuff that dreams are made of. You know, kids dream about this their whole lives, and to be there for the second time in 2 years is pretty incredible. And to look at the guys that are all around me, surrounding me, the people that I've played with in last year's state title. I mean, it's incredible. When you feel the weight of the trophy, you know, you actually feel the weight of the blood, sweat, and tears that your brothers have put into it. And I mean, yeah, it's a pretty incredible journey to come to a climax.
I have a 4.0 GPA, and then hopefully I want to get into electrical engineering and pursue that.
Being a 4.0 student and setting standards for other students to look at and other teachers to say, you know, that's a Centennial football player. And even in the community as a football player, you know, someone can say, oh, he plays for Centennial, you know, he's a coyote, and that's how they act. It's something that the coaches really have implemented in our team. So there's our whole entire team, you know, we're people of high moral standards. And the way we perform in the classroom and out on the field, you know, we pride ourselves in acting with class, win or lose, and that's something our coaches have really put into us, and not only coaching us to be football players, but coaching us to grow up to become men that will contribute to society.
Well, what a fun place to be spending the afternoon. I'm here at Sky Zone in Peoria, and it's a lot of excitement taking place here behind me. You can see the jumpers in the background. So pleased to be joined by Matt Frick. He's the owner-operator here at Sky Zone. Thank you for being on our show today, Matt.
Absolutely. Yeah, great to be here. I'm glad you guys came to check us out.
Well, tell us a little bit about Sky Zone. We can see the jumpers here having a great time in the background, but what's Sky Zone all about?
Sky Zone is about family, fun, and healthy. It's just a big facility, 28,000 square feet of a bunch of different types of courts for families and kids to come in and play and really have a good time. And it's a good, safe environment, as you can see. Very controlled and air conditioned, which is always nice here in Arizona.
Important, especially in the summer, so I bet you're quite busy that time of year, and obviously everyone's having a great time getting some exercise in. Talk to me a little bit about why it is that you think it's important to partner with others in our community. You're very supportive of the Peoria Unified School District and the Peoria Education Foundation, so talk to me a little bit about that.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, we feel it's very important to be a partner in the community. Myself and obviously all of our employees, we live here. We're from here. I grew up here. I've got kids, along with our other staff members, have kids in the community. So we just want to be part of the community. Specifically, we want to be partners with Peoria Education Foundation so that we can give back. You know, it's very difficult, and everybody knows nowadays with funding and budgets and all this other stuff to make it, you know, to have a reason for the kids to do well, and incentives and rewards and things like that. And this place is built for that. It's built for families, and it's built for kids to come have a good time. And so we really enjoy it, and we feel that it's kind of on our honor to work with you guys and to give back to the kids. And when they come in here with their little passes that they've received and the big smiles on their face, it kind of makes us feel good too. So just really wanting to be, you know, part of the community and do the right thing.
Well, you do so much for our schools. You mentioned the passes already. What are some of the different ways that Sky Zone has extended those partnerships to our schools and to our students? There's passes. I know there's opportunities for fundraising. What does that look like?
Yes, you're right. There's a lot of opportunities. The passes are kind of a big deal. And we also do a lot of fundraisers for any school that wants to come in, or PTO organizations that are trying to figure out ways to raise some extra funds for maybe a sports team or some new books or technology nowadays for the schools. So that's something very easily that everybody can do. Just schedule a time. Everybody comes in and they get a portion of those proceeds. We've got another fundraising activity where passes can be sold up front, and then, you know, folks can come in at a later date. So that's pretty exciting as well. we've set up some special deals for some of the staff. It's not just about the kids, but the staff, the teachers, the administration, possibly for them to come in here with their families and utilize the facility as well. So it's almost anything that we can come up with, to use a place like this. Obviously, we're very busy on the weekends or summers when school's out, but 28,000 square feet of space, we want to use it in some form or fashion, to make it, fun for kids and staff and families and stuff.
And it's a great place to rent as well. You rent this facility out maybe for small groups, birthday parties, large groups even?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we just kind of got into a new area of trying to do some team building, some corporate environment type stuff. So everybody's tired of the same old kind of stuff where you go do those meetings. You can actually come here. We do have these rooms where they can be reserved, a big old space with a lot of seating where you can come and do some team building, corporate events, presentations, and in the meantime, come out and play and actually get your, staff some exercise while you're at it. So it's a new thing. It's a different way of doing the same old stuff, but make it exciting.
Very good. Well, you're the title sponsor once again this year of the Peoria Arts and Cultural Festival taking place April 2nd. We're really looking forward to that event and, of course, to having Sky Zone be a part of it. Why was that important to you to make sure that you were the title sponsor and showed your level of commitment to that event?
Well, I think it just kind of goes along with everything we've already talked about, that we want to have a presence. We want folks to know that we're here for them. That's a big event. We've been there for a couple years, just participating as a vendor, not necessarily as a sponsor. And so this year we kind of wanted to make that next step. And Sky Zone, we've been around for 4 years. However, it struggled at the beginning. So as we've kind of built up some steam and had a chance, and even giving some feedback, obviously, to the schools and to Peoria, saying thank you. We appreciate that we're helping each other out, that we could do that. And so we wanted to be there and have that presence and support everybody as well while we're doing it.
Well, your support is so greatly appreciated, so thanks for all you do. Tell us quickly, hours of operation, where can our community go to learn more about you?
Yeah, absolutely. 7 days a week, so we're pretty much always open. If school's out, we open at 10 a.m. every day. Otherwise, we do have a school schedule usually if they're in. We open up in the afternoons on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 3 p.m. Otherwise, it's always at 10 a.m. Easiest thing to do, because things do change. We run a lot of specials on our website for holidays, is just go to our website at skyzone.com/Peoria, which is our local website. And that's the best place to find some information, including special fun deals like Turn Up Fridays and Jump Up Paloozas on Saturdays. There's a lot of fun events, so that's the best way to go.
Very good. Well, looking forward to it. It's really a wonderful place, so we hope the community comes down to check it out. Thanks again, Matt, for being here. We hope you'll all come down and check out Sky Zone. So much going on here throughout the community for our schools, for our students. It's just a great place, as you can see, to have a good time, exercise, stay healthy. So a big thank you to Sky Zone. That's all for this edition of the Education News Show. Let's watch now as E.J. Esmus, student from Oasis Elementary School, wins the Peoria Unified School District Spelling Bee.
Etymology.
Etymology. E-T-Y-M-O-L-O-G-Y. Etymology.
We have our champion.